going to give us Hanukkah, and without the dreidel, how would I have lost money to that kid in high school? You know, it's just a great thing. So, taking our steps now into this third book of Esdras, or the book of Ezra as we now call it, what happens? We have 10 chapters to work with. Chapters 1 through 6 are told in a kind of third-person style, recounting the details of the Jews being released from the Babylonian exile and then getting started on and finishing rebuilding the temple and the drama associated with that. And then the second kind of packet, chapters 7 through 10, are a first-hand account of Ezra kind of writing a bunch of letters back and forth and trying to square up some of the details and consequences of having been gone from the Holy Land rather, for a good bit. And so that kind of takes us where we are. Incidentally, the exile into Babylon is going to be used by the Lord in a wonderful and powerful effect when 3 Persian wise men, a.k.a. Magi, are going to notice that the star that we call Jupiter is going to get stuck in the constellation Virgo, and at that same moment, Virgo is going to be crowned by the constellation Leo. Also, there's going to be a coincidence of Mercury, Venus, and Mars, and that's going to create a crown of, wait for it, 12 stars, and then suddenly the sun and moon are going to get involved, and they're going to look up and go, gosh, all of this stuff indicates that a king is being born who's got a connection to the lion dynasty or to the tribe of lions, and because the Jews were there with them, they're going to know that the tribe of Judah is associated with the lion. And so they're going to recognize that Jesus is, in fact, the Lion King. And then they're going to get together their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh and go make the trip. Had the Jews not been in exile in Persia, it seems entirely unlikely that any of those connections would have been made. And the wise men would have probably been looking in a different direction. And so God does all sorts of wonderful sorts of things. So let's get to chapters 1 through 6. The Jews are leaving Persia because Cyrus the Great has issued a decree saying the Jews need to go back. And in fact, I want all of their stuff to go back with them. I want you to send all the things that were stolen from the temple, all the golden vessels, all the lampstands, everything. Put it in a box and send it back with them. So chapter 1 gives us the decree itself. In chapter 2, we're going to learn a little bit about Zerubbabel and Jeshua, two of the great priests who are going to be of big assistance in getting that done. Chapter 3, we're going to see the altar rebuilt, and the Sukkot, which is the Feast of Booths, or the Festival of Booths, is going to be celebrated for the first time in decades. We're also going to get the dedication of the temple, which happens when the first stone is laid, not when it's finished being built, but when it starts being built. We remember from the Gospels